Hello and welcome everyone. It is time to enter the kumite. Remember, this is not a sport. You don't play fight. Okay, we have the main event. Israel Adesanya coming as a minus 275 favorite against Robert Whittaker, the former king, coming as a plus 220 underdog. Okay, now at first glance, this fight may seem uninteresting because I feel like we all know how the fight will play out. But don't forget that this is the champion versus the #1 contender. These are the two best in the weight class. Since his loss to Adesanya, Whittaker has been on a tear, taking on the likes of Darren Till, Jared Cannonier, and Kelvin Gastelum. He also beat Gastelum very handily, and we saw Izzy struggle a lot in that fight. I'm not saying the MMA math is the only variable here, but it does give us some things to look at. Gastelum was doing a great job at stepping into Israel's range and setting up on him so he couldn't use his regular means of escape. I almost feel like Whittaker was trying to replicate this in his own way. Whittaker was just trying to get on the inside and catch Adesanya. But stuff like that isn't going to work on Izzy so easily anymore. He is much more comfortable now, frustrating you at range with low kicks, and he doesn't play around too much in the boxing anymore. After that fight with Gastelum and getting dropped by Il Romero, he hasn't been quite the same fighter in that, he's less willing to box than ever now. That being said, he's got great boxing, especially with these tight, leaning hooks that he's been catching people with lately. He's good at baiting guys in way too far and just touching the button. I mean, think about how he fights now. He tore up Costa's legs until Costa was so frustrated to the point that he went for the kill, and then Adesanya made him pay big. I feel like he's going to try to replicate something similar to that game plan, and I feel like Whittaker knows it. Whittaker basically has to do everything perfect to win this. He needs to be kicking the legs, the body, mixing in those head kicks. He needs to be fitting in the takedown attempts. Even if he doesn't get it, it'll give Adesanya something to think about. He also needs to be mixing it up to the body. Izzy has the option, for the most part, to tear Whittaker's leg up, dance around as a longer fighter, and punish Whittaker for trying to close the distance. Izzy does have to be careful going to this technique too much, though, because Whittaker is the type of person that could time that low kick with a head kick knockout. Israel's question mark kick is a dangerous one for this fight. If Whittaker gets caught up trying to check or block a low kick and gets caught up high, that might be the beginning of the end. Ultimately, though, I'm going with Israel Adesanya via third round TKO. I see him getting the better of the exchanges at range and accumulating damage to the leg, forcing Whittaker to make a move. I see Whittaker making the wrong move at some point and Adesanya finding the finish. With that, I'll go ahead and wrap things up. If you like the content we're providing, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you disagree with our picks, make sure to berate us down in the comments below. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can even follow me personally on Twitter. Remember, this is not a sport. You don't play fight.